Today is January 1st, and this is my first video of 2020. I had a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers. That's sort of a milestone, if you will, on YouTube, and so I'm just about 50 shy. So if you know anybody that likes these types of videos, share, subscribe. I want to get to that 1,000 mark. It's just a fun little milestone. So I didn't reach my goal in 2019, but that's okay because 2020 is going to be an amazing year and I'm looking forward to it. And so to start off the year, I have the first book. You know, we hit about mid-December and I had 4 journals started, none of which were finished. Christmas shopping wasn't done. Of course, nothing was wrapped. My space was a mess, you know, just the list goes on and on and on. And I was almost a little overwhelmed. And then I just started cranking through and got some time off work over the holidays. And so I have finished, this is the 3rd of the 4 journals that are now finished. The video before this, or a couple ones before this, are the travel journals that I put together for a student and teacher. So those 2 got finished and delivered and made it, of course, through the holidays. And here we are, January 1st. I've gotten pictures taken for my Etsy shop reopening, which is coming soon. And my space is actually worse now because I started cleaning it, and when I'm cleaning, I make a bigger mess until I'm done. Anybody else do that? Anyway, it is what it is. But I got this one done as well, so that means I just have one more to do, and then I've got some ideas for some other ones, and a design team project for Susan Taylor Brown, whose shop is Poppiness on Etsy, and so I'll be working on some stuff coming up. So, yay for being productive. Not what I had envisioned, not quite everything, almost, but I think I may have put too much on myself anyway, so well, it is what it is. Anyway, we're going to call this Inspire. She is made using a digital kit from Love Junk Journals, which is Tracy Fox's Etsy shop, and it's the notebook, the botanist, in the journal kit and the ephemera kit. So both of those kits were used in here, along with a couple other things sprinkled throughout, which you'll see in just a second. I made this tag when I first started the book. When I first did the base of the cover, I went ahead and made this tag to go with it. But it's really, really thick, and it just doesn't fit in here really well, but it goes with the book. It just means taking some things out in order to get it in. Okay, here we go. So the front cover has, this is a sort of a crochet fabric and then a chocolate lace. Then underneath that, here on the base, is a vintage doily, and I'll show that to you a little better in a minute. And then the fabric is just this creamy color. It's kind of a quilted sort of fabric. On the side here, I've got a little bling. It says Inspire. So we're going to call her Inspire. And then a gold-ish brooch on the front. And then I didn't do an affixed tie on this one. I just slip this around, wrap this around this way. I think this will slip right off. Let's find out. Just squeeze her a little. Otherwise, you can also just tie it. It might be easier for me to, you know what? It'll be easier to untie it. Boom. And so I've just got that wrapped around there. Little sari silk. Here we go. She's got gold corners, book corners. And then the back is just plain with that brown, that chocolate kind of coming through. All right, here we go. So on the inside front cover and inside back cover, as per always, I've used a vintage handkerchief in the pocket. This is an envelope I made from an Edith Holden page. Here's the front with a little label on the front, and then some trim. This is trim from the Snippet Shop on Etsy, and this is just a piece of lace. And I've got a little Velcro dot there to close it. some digital paper lining the inside, and she's just glued, and it's empty. It slips right in there. All right, let's see. Are we in frame? Here we go. This has 3 signatures in it, and at the first and last page of each signature, I've added some lace trim. Coffee and tea dyed papers throughout. This has got a little bit of a pattern on it. Several of them do. This is just a belly band from a piece of ribbon. And then I've got that backed with some cardstock to give it a little bit of stability. And just a journal card here on the inside. This is from Stamperia, I'm not sure which, from a paper pad. An encyclopedia page with some stenciling on it. This is a page from a butterfly book that I have. And this is a page from Tracy's kit. And here is a tag from Tracy's kit. Just backed it with some craft paper. Ledger paper, handmade paper. This is from my Paperscapes book. I've got 4 of them: butterflies, trees, birds, and flowers. So this is from the Butterfly Paperscapes book. And they come, they come already die cut so that you can punch out the top. So they make nice little additions. This is a little folder. Then the inside spread here, just little pockets on both sides. I've got some, I think these are from the Graphics Fairy. These are sort of book covers. Just tucked in here, and there's one here too. And then you can journal on the back side. So, and what's this? This is just a vintage ad. You can also journal on the back side of that. More tea-dyed paper. This is the back side of that Paperscapes page and the back side of the vintage, or the handmade paper. This is just a flip over tag, excuse me, from Tracy's kit. Just took two of the tags, affixed them together at the top with some linen, and then on the inside, we've got some journaling space on one side and just a little collage on the other side. It just flips over, and I've just got that affixed with a little baby paper clip here. If I can get it back on. Okay, here we go. And this is just a little pocket made from a book page. It's just a little side pocket with some lace trim and just a couple little pieces layered here. And some tags on the inside. Journal, this is a little tag. And this is a little envelope. I don't have anything in it. It's the specimen envelope that comes in Tracy's kit. So that's that. And then this is just a back side of the book page and the encyclopedia page. This is a pocket made from, the piece back here in the back was the end paper to an old book that I had. And then I've got layers, there's like 4 layers here of vintage lace and doilies and a button and some cheesecloth. And just kind of layered on there. And this is a collaged seed packet envelope that I have not put anything in, but you can certainly add whatever you want. More tea-dyed paper and more of Tracy's. This is the end of the first signature, the beginning of the second in her botanist notebook kit. This is just a pocket made from a book page, and I've got a long tag in here, also made from a book page with a little tab top and a blank back that you can put notes on. And more from another Paperscapes books. I think this is from the Trees Paperscapes books. Bird. This is a page from a vintage player piano roll. I was lucky enough to come in possession of about, I think 10 or 15 rolls. And so I've been playing with it a little bit. It's really funky to work with, and I'll try to put a video together at some point, but it just really curls on you because it's been rolled up for over 100 years, right? So here I am wanting it to unroll in, you know, overnight. And I had this under some weight for weeks, and it just still doesn't want to flatten out. So what I did is I added some cardstock, just some ripped cardstock here to the edge to give it that stability, and just added a few washi pieces again to add some stability, and I need to put another piece right up there. But it's just a really pretty paper and very old. This is from an Edith Holden book, and I've just created a little flip out here. More from Tracy's kit. I have a video on making these pocket folder thingies. This is one that I made using a digital kit from Poppiness from Susan Taylor Brown's Etsy shop. The front is a Tim Holtz die cut, and I've just got some little tags, little pieces in here from that Stamperia paper pad, same paper pad, the background paper, and then this is just made with 2 envelopes put together. There's a pocket here on the inside, and nope, not there. A pocket here with a quote, "In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks." A little butterfly. And I've got one of Tracy's tags tucked on the inside of that big pocket. And two more pockets here on the back, here and here. And then I've just got a couple little cards tucked in there, like that. Isn't he cute? It's cute. Then we got more of Tracy's paper. Look at how pretty these 2 pages are together. It's like Tracy knew. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? This is from Edith Holden, and this is from Tracy's kit. This also flips open. The colors just matched so, so beautifully. And then I've lined this Edith Holden page with some vintage linen here on the inside. Here's the back side of that player piano roll. The sheets from Tracy that I printed out, I backed them with another one of her kits. I think it's the archive set. I can't remember if it was set 1 or 2, archived pages set. So I will link all of the digital kits below that I used. There's one page in here from Victoria Designs, then the ones from Poppiness, and then the ones, of course, from Tracy Fox's Love Junk Journals. More tea-dyed paper, coffee. I think this actually might be coffee-dyed paper. And some more from a vintage old book that I've got on butterflies. I love that book. I'm going to be so sad when it's gone. And then this is the end of signature 2 and the beginning of signature 1. Here's some more of that handmade paper. And another pocket. I think I also have a video on making these book page pockets. So this is started out as a book page from Greg's shorthand book, and I've just got layers and collaging going on, and it's backed to a craft cardstock to give it some stability. And then there is a tuck here, which I don't have anything in. And then I've just got, in this small pocket, I've just got a few little cards noted from, who knows what those are from. Actually, they might be from, I think these are from the Stamperia, I don't know if it's Stamperia paper pad. This is from that same book I have about butterflies, which is so pretty. And then I added one of Tracy's die-cut butterflies here. This is another page from Edith Holden. Look at how pretty, again, like this is the Edith Holden page, and this is the printout from Tracy's sheet. Look at how gorgeous those two are together. It's like they were made for each other. This is another little cluster from a couple pieces of vintage doilies and a vintage button and some cheesecloth. And then this is a pocket made from a book page, and I just got another one of Tracy's tags tucked in there. And all of the tags have Sorry Silk up at the top, more coffee paper, another Paperscapes page, and this is the printout from Victoria Designs that I was talking about. It's really pretty. I will try to find that link as well and get that link below. This is a pocket that I made from that same player piano roll. So I took just one of the rolls I had and just started playing, and I made the sheets and I made some other pockets. I think I've got, in the video before this, the travel journals, the European travel journals, there's some page pockets in there made from the same roll. And then I wasted a bunch, you know, goofing off with it and playing with it, but made this pocket from, this is the beginning of the roll. So this is what you would connect to start it in the player piano, this piece right here. This is canvas on the edge, and then I've backed it all with a craft cardstock and just sewn around the edge to make a pocket. And that's empty, but you can put something in it. And this is just a piece of vintage linen down here at the bottom. More yumminess from books and Tracy's kits. And this is just a little side pocket here. A book page with a little critter coming out. And I've got a journal card and a pretty playing card. Another encyclopedia page with some stenciling on the back and a little piece from that same butterfly book. This is tea-dyed paper, handmade paper, and we're at the end. Then in the back, I've got the same pocket handkerchief, vintage handkerchief here in the pocket, and then a little mini envelope foldy thingy. So this was made using 2 mini envelopes. There's 2 pockets on the front, one there and one there. And this is just a Tim Holtz card tucked in there. And then on the inside, there's a corner pocket here, which is some layering and a little, this is, it's a Italian Florentine paper here on the inside, and a little life tag and a baby, a little baby tag. And then here, I've just got some little tiny pieces. Also, there's 2 pockets on this side. And this little quote says, enjoy the little things. And I thought that worked nicely since this was a little thing. And then just a little bit of layering here. And then on the back side, this is the flap that kind of comes over to connect the 2 envelopes. And I created a pocket with it and another Tim Holtz card tucked in there. So it's just a cute little baby in the back pocket. And that's it. That is Inspire. And I hope this inspires you to do great and wonderful things in 2020. And I want to take just a minute to say thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed to my channel. It is immensely appreciated. I cannot tell you enough how grateful I am for the support. And the love and the comments, and I just have such great fun just reading things and talking to you all, and I really, really, really appreciate it. And I hope to do more. So here's to 2020. Happy New Year. And until we until we talk again. Bye-bye.